Hey, so this is Sheep Show, and I'm born again. And in case you haven't seen the news or viewed the videos, SGV, Riverside County Accountability, and Apple Valley Watchmen were all arrested at Palmdale City Library. I believe that's unconfirmed, the location, but I believe that's the location. And here's a call that I made to the Sheriff's Department. Apparently their phones were blowing up. And I made my call to the Sheriff's Department. Got to go to work tonight. Sorry I can't go out there and follow up on this, although I would love to. Sheriff's Department said that the supervisors were on the way out there, that they were aware of the situation. But anyways, here's a copy of my recorded phone call with the Sheriff's Department. Sheep Show, I'm born again, and I'm out. Thank you very much.
Palmdale Sheriff Station, Deputy. Sorry, how can I help you?
Hey, Deputy, I'm calling regarding concerns that I have of an unlawful arrest at the Palmdale Library. I'm sure you're getting a lot of calls, but my question for you is, how come nobody can intervene in the arrest, in the unlawful arrest, considering that that it's written right into the statute that anybody engaging in a constitutionally protected activity is not violating the trespassing statute, and the people that were arrested were under First Amendment protections, press protections.
Okay, sir. So real quick, we're like you said, we have been getting multiple calls, but we do not know exactly what is going on over there. The deputies over there, pretty sure their supervisors responding to that location. But we really have no much information in that.
Yeah, well,
go ahead, sir.
Well, I can tell you that there were three people that were under First Amendment protections, press protections, that were arrested at the public library. They were trespassed by a person from the library. But my concern is that it's written right into the statute that people that are engaged in constitutionally protected activity are not guilty of violating the trespassing statute. So there's no ambiguity to it. There's nothing that really is not clear about the situation. It's an unlawful arrest. They were told that they were put under arrest. So what I need to know is, why isn't anybody intervening now that you have this information?
Sir, like I said, sir, I do not know what's going on. I know our supervisors are aware of the situation. I know a couple are going over there right now, sir. So, but from here, we're just answering calls, sir. I can't really give you much information about why no one's interfering or anything like that.
Well, the question is why nobody's intervening in an unlawful, unconstitutional arrest.
Sir, like I said, I don't know what's going on over there. I'm not over there, so I cannot give you the proper answer that you were looking for.
Right, but I just explained to you what happened over there. I watched it live on the video.
Yes, sir, but like you said, I'm over here. I'm not over there.
Okay, so at the request of a concerned citizen based... What was your name again?
Deputy Soria.
Deputy, can you spell the last name for me, please?
Soria.
Thank you very much. And can you, in response to my concern and in response to my allegation that it's clearly an unlawful arrest, there's no ambiguity to it, it's written right into the statute, they're clearly under First Amendment protections, will you dispatch a supervisor over there in response to my concerns and get these people out of handcuffs?
Sir, as of right now, the supervisor is out of his office right now. He has been made aware of the situation. If you want to make a formal complaint about it, sir, you can come down to the station and make it formally complain over here, sir.
Well, I'd rather the taxpayers of the city of Palmdale not have to pay a whole lot of money because of the actions of the public library and because of your failure to respond to my concerns. I think that I've articulated very clearly and concisely exactly what happened and that there was a false arrest that's occurred. You have American citizens in handcuffs that don't belong in handcuffs, and I think that your lack of action makes you culpable to this false arrest as well. So can you reassure me that you are going to act on my concerns and specifically get a supervisor out there or contact somebody and make them aware of my concerns?
Sir, supervisors, like I said, have been aware. They are en route, from what I know, sir. That's all the info I have from you.
Well, how do I relay the information that I just relayed to you to a supervisor? It doesn't do any good.
Because, sir, you are like the 12th caller regarding to this, and I have let every caller know that supervisors were en route.
Right, but my question is, how do I get the information to the supervisor?
I'm going to put you on a brief hold, sir. Give me 1 second.
You act so tough with that.
Palmdale Station, Deputy Story, how can I help you?
Hey, sorry, yeah, you put me on hold, and I still have the same concerns. How do I get in contact with the supervisor on the scene to let him know that because apparently you have two deputies on the scene that don't know how to read the penal code, and
Okay,
I have grave concerns about that. I mean, if you have officers out there making decisions that don't know how to read the penal code, where it clearly says in the penal code that it doesn't apply if there's constitutional activity afoot. I mean, and they're falsely arresting not just one but three people. Okay, can you understand my concerns that Americans?
I'm brief vote against I'm getting multiple calls.
Hey, can I get a watch commander?
How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, I was talking to another deputy there, and it seems like I'm having a problem getting him to understand the nature of my concern and complaint.
Okay, what's going on?
It's regarding an incident at the Palmdale Public Library, and I watched an incident live where some of your deputies placed three people under arrest for trespassing at the request of the library. And my concern is that a simple reading of the penal code states in the...
I'm to the watch commander, but I don't know anything. I'm just...
Yeah, because I can't get anybody so far to understand the nature of my concerns.
Oh, all right. Let me transfer you, okay?
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the games that our public officials.
Palmdale Sheriff Station, Deputy Story, how can I help you?
Hey, Deputy, sorry. She was supposed to transfer me to the watch commander, and she transferred me back to you because I can't get anybody to understand the nature of my complaint. And I have a serious complaint. I think the false arrest of three American citizens being taken to jail for a crime that they did not commit. I think that that's a complaint with a little bit of gravity to it, and it should be taken seriously.
I completely understand what you're saying, sir. But right now, watch commander is not at his office right now. I believe he's either at briefing right now, sir, trying to talk about whatever he's talking about, sir. But you guys right now.
Well, in briefing, why can't he talk about not falsely arresting
One
American
second.
citizens? How many times are you going to put me on hold? So these are the games that our public officials play. They want to... Yeah. Hi, I was giving a little bit of narrative, but go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Pretty good, sir. Yourself?
I'm good. So anyways, I'm reading the statute, and it says clearly right here in Section D, this section shall not apply to any of the following persons. Any person on the premises who is engaging in activities protected by the California Constitution.
But we cannot do anything from here.
Right. Well. How can something be done from anywhere? I mean, like I said, how do I get this? It just seems asinine that people could be, that American citizens could be falsely arrested in the United States of America, that a concerned member of the public and a member of the media could be calling and notifying you that this is occurring, and that you could be on the other end of the line saying, well, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do about it. I'm not over there. I'm here.
Well, what would you like for me to do, sir, from here?
I would like the information that I'm giving you to be relayed to the supervisors on the scene or the watch commander that's in the briefing. I think that false arrest of 3 American citizens is a serious thing.
The information has been relayed. I can put you on a brief hold. Sir?
Hi, who was the information relayed to, and who relayed the information?
Relayed to our watch commander, Rhea, and it's been relayed to about 4 deputies already, sir, that are working this right here.
Okay, and the information that was relayed, that the Penal Code specifically states that any person that's engaged in constitutionally protected activity, the section does not apply to those persons. That was the information relayed to him. Because, and the reason that I'm asking you that question, Deputy, is the deputies on the scene don't seem to be able to comprehend what the basic statute says. In other words, the deputies on the scene were saying very arrogantly, I know the law, I know the law, I know the law. But it doesn't seem like they do know the law because they just violated the law.
Like I said, sir, there's really not much we can do from over here. The situation has been relayed to the supervisor. Supervisor should be over there, and you guys should let them know and talk to them about the situation.
Okay, well, help me out. When I see American citizens being falsely arrested in the future, how should I handle it? Since nothing can be accomplished by calling the local sheriff's department, who's doing the arresting. I mean, I'm calling the department and the agency that's actually doing the arresting. So if nothing can be done by contacting the department that's actually doing the false arresting, how do you suggest that I intervene and help other American citizens not be falsely arrested and taken to and locked in those cages that you put us in? How should I handle that in the future?
Sir, I can't really tell you that much information in regards to that because
I mean, what should I do? Should I just not care that our forefathers fought, bled, and died so that we could stay out of jail and that you can't falsely arrest us? And when I see somebody falsely arrested, should I just not care? I mean, should I just be apathetic to the founding principles? I mean, should I stop celebrating 4th of July? Should I burn my American flag? I mean, what should I do? Should I just not care that our founding principles are being trampled on and stepped on and spit on by law enforcement agencies across the country? And that when I call as a concerned citizen, I get, you tell me things like, I'm sorry, sir, I'm not there. I don't know what happened. There's nothing I can do. I just don't know what to do. I don't know how to handle this.
all right, sir, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. I'm just answering 911 calls. I got emergency calls from Trooper.
Okay, well, might I suggest that for starters, you stop celebrating 4th of July with your family? I mean, let's just be honest. Let's stop lying to ourselves. How about we just stop celebrating 4th of July with our families for starters? How about we stop pretending like we're patriotic Americans when we're really not? For starters. Let's just begin there. Because we know you don't care. We know you don't care. We know you're part of a system that doesn't care. We know you're part of a tyrannical system that doesn't care. You tell me you're answering 911 calls like you're busy, but yet you have how many deputies? 3, 4, 5 deputies over there at Public Library handling a trespassing call. A trespassing call because people are in there with cameras and the library doesn't want them in there with cameras. They're trying to make it an issue about masks, but come on, we know it's not about masks. It's about cameras. The deputies were in there without masks. You didn't see any of the library personnel telling the deputies to put on a mask. So we know it's not about masks. So we know it's about cameras. All right. Well, I've devoted just about as much time as I want to devote to you, because I mean, I knew before I even dialed the number that I wasn't even going to get anywhere, and I've actually got further along than I thought I would. I've actually had your ear for, probably, I kind of expected you to hang up on me. That's how unprofessional I expect you to really be. But, I think I'm going on 15 minutes, so I'm probably going to get off the phone here since you got me on hold again and you're busy answering all of those 911 calls about, people with cameras. So I should probably let you get back to that. But anyways, how about that? Just for starters, couple suggestions for you. Number one, stop pretending like you're a patriotic American and stop celebrating 4th of July, number one. And number two, stop telling your family that you're a hero. Okay? How about just stop lying to your family and telling them that you're a hero, okay, when you're not? How about we start with those two things? Hi, how are you? I was narrating again, but how are you?
Right now, pretty busy, sir. There's a lot of calls coming in right now.
Well,
I keep putting you on hold.
I have a suggestion for you. I mean, if you stop making false arrests, you probably wouldn't be so busy if you stopped responding to calls from a public library because people were there with camera exercising their First Amendment fundamental rights to freedom of press. You probably wouldn't be so busy.
No control over that.
You don't have any.
No control over that, sir.
How about a suggestion box? Can I make a suggestion that you get a suggestion box for the sheriff's department, and that be the first suggestion that you put in the suggestion box?
All right, sir. Do you need anything else?
Well, you still haven't answered any of my fundamental questions, which was, how do I relay the information? How do I relay my concern? Well, of course you can't answer my... I don't even know that you're listening to my concerns because you're talking over me, and I certainly can't hear what you're saying. Did you hang up on me? Oh, my goodness. That's rude. How rude. There you have it. Law enforcement, 2021.